Kimberley Locke was a music sensation after her time on American Idol, but lately she's kind of just disappeared, and she's been involved in some crazy scandals lately that you'll truly never believe. In 2002, Kimberley made her way up the ranks during season 2 of American Idol. She came in third behind Ruben Studdard and Clay Aiken, but unlike some contestants that just disappeared altogether after the show, Kimberley managed to use it as a springboard to start her entertainment career. After American Idol, she released a few albums and singles, but she never managed to make any major waves with them. So it wasn't her music that kept Kimberley in the limelight, but her many reality TV appearances. But in 2020, both her singing and TV opportunities were affected by the pandemic, and her personal life became a little bit of a roller coaster. In an interview with Rolling Stone, Kimberley admitted that she fell in love during the pandemic. While waiting for a first date who was late to show up, she met a contractor at a bar named Jason, and as fate would have it, the pair ended up going on their own first date months later.
Jason texts me and says, "I'm in your area. Would you like to meet for a drink?"
They got engaged, and it looked like Kimberley at 43 had finally found the man of her dreams. But not long after that, everything came crashing down for her. She explained that the 2 years that they were together were fantastic, and she actually started planning a wedding. But then in December 2021, she decided to end that relationship and uproot her entire life by moving to Florida to focus on herself. After she picked herself back up, she returned to her love of music, and that's when an opportunity came her way that she never would have expected. While speaking to Rolling Stone, Kimberley confessed that her dream since graduating high school had been to audition for Broadway, and in 2022, she kind of got to achieve that dream. She was hired as the lead in a Norwegian Cruise Line's production of the Broadway hit summer, the Donna Summer musical.
This is my very first theater project, and what a great first.
Produced by Broadway and music industry vets, the Tony Award-nominated musical featured 20 of Donna's smash hits. You won't believe this, but it turns out that Kimberley actually met the legendary singer just by chance one day, and Donna surprised her by singing something that she never would have expected. Kimberley revealed that years ago she was on a plane when she saw a woman that she felt like she knew, so she ended up staring at her the entire flight until finally it clicked who she was. They got off the plane. Kimberley told Donna that she was sorry for staring at her the entire time on the plane, to which Donna replied, "I know who you are, Kimberley Locke." Of course, she was blown away by the experience, but how did she feel playing her on a cruise ship? You guys probably remember a frequent insult that Simon Cowell had for American Idol contestants was that they sounded like cruise ship singers. And there was Kimberley 20 years after appearing on the show performing on a cruise. She told Rolling Stone that with each entertainment gig she was offered, she was always questioning if she was taking a step up or a step backward. But according to her, Norwegian Cruise Line placed a level of importance on its entertainment that made for a high-quality show. So I guess she wouldn't mind telling Simon to his face about her latest musical work. But while that may have been her first musical theater production, Kimberley did actually make it onto Broadway once. This was as a special guest for a show by a Broadway legend, Kristen Chenoweth. But like I said, most of us recognize Kimberley not so much for her singing anymore, but for her work as a television star. Right after American Idol, it seemed like she took whatever TV gig she could get. She was on everything from Good Day Live to Family Feud. But there was one reality TV program that really brought Kimberley back into the limelight again. It was for all the wrong reasons though. In 2007, she appeared on the 5th season of Celebrity Fit Club. But those of you that caught that season might remember that there was another contestant on it who made Kimberley's life hell. Dustin Diamond, aka Screech from Saved by the Bell, had beef with Kimberley for some reason. He kept making fun of her and insulting her throughout the show. To be fair, he wasn't that nice to the other contestants either, but it seemed he really had it in for Kimberley. The media at that time loved to report on their feuds. That year, the show got its highest ratings ever for its season finale, but Kimberley got something good out of the show. She managed to lose 40 pounds, and she also got something else out of the show, a romance. But it wasn't with one of the other contestants, it was with one of the trainers, Harvey E. Walden, and it sounded like a little rom-com scenario because they didn't even really like each other at all when she was on Celebrity Fit Club. In an interview with people, Kimberley spilled the tea on their post-show relationship. She shared that they'd worked out on the show together for 4 months and never even said anything to each other. She thought he was mean, and she didn't want him to be mean to her. But then after the show was over, she saw him outside of work. She realized he was really nice. Of course, there was one catch. Kimberley didn't want to make things official with him when they first began dating, and she had a pretty good reason for that. It turned out that Harvey was still married when they met. He was in the middle of getting a divorce, but Kimberley said that was her rule. Whether her love interest was separated or married, she would like it to be cleared up. Until then, she said that they could just hang out and have fun together. Eventually, he got divorced, and Kimberley got pretty serious about Harvey. She told Pop Eater that she hinted to Harvey that she wanted an engagement ring that Christmas, but she confessed to them that she didn't think she was going to get it, and you won't believe what his reason was. Her boyfriend supposedly told her that he didn't want to do it around the holidays. He claimed he wanted it to be her special day, but that day would never come. The couple broke up after 2 years, so I don't know about you guys, but my guess is that he wasn't ready to commit again soon after his divorce. There was another important benefit that Kimberley got from her time on Celebrity Fit Club though, something that would go on to shape the way she lived her life, and that was an interest in taking care of herself by having a healthy diet.
It's another episode of What's Cooking with Kimberly, and
she followed the Jenny Craig diet during her stint on the reality TV show, and it actually led her to getting a deal as a spokesperson with the weight loss company. In recent years, she co-hosted Everyday Emma with the famous chef Emma Lagasse. This led to her hosting her own YouTube cooking show, appropriately titled What's Cooking with Kimberly. On the show, Kimberly explained that while the Jenny Craig diet was good for her because it taught her how to control her portions, she eventually realized something important.
Really wanted to have some real food, so I had to learn how to cook, man.
The show didn't last for too long though, so who knows what Kimberly's next step will be. Will she keep on appearing on reality TV shows, or will she just focus solely on her singing career? If you were a big fan of her voice, then the good news is that she's still putting out music. In 2021, she released 2 albums. One was designed for kids to listen to, and the other one was a Christmas album in which she actually covered Donna Summer's Christmas single, Christmas Is Here. This year, Kimberly also released her first compilation album called Best of Kimberley Locke, so it looks like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. But what do you guys think? Do you think Kimberly will continue to follow her dreams of singing, or will she go back to being a TV personality? Did you have any idea that she developed a passion for healthy food and cooking too? Let me know in the comments below.